And then I got the call from MDA, to my amazement. And I went in and she sat me down, and she and her assistant, and she told me, and I really love the film, you did this on your own. And all I could think about was, at the end of this meeting, she's gonna give me a chance, she's gonna hook me up with a producer, she's gonna give me funding. At the end of the meeting, she says to me, the thing you need to do now is to go to our website, right, check the rules and regulations, and then submit to us. And we're looking forward to hear from you. And I was completely stumped. It meant that I was no different from the person on the street, So that is the beginning of my taste with film funding. Subsequently, for the second film, I managed to get a private investor to put up a certain amount of money, not a big amount, but even that was a great challenge. And so ever since then, it has been self-funded. My most recent one, working title is Cave Dweller. I shot it with my savings and I ran out. And it's literally just sitting in my computer now, and I've got a job helping out at my friend's restaurant so that I can save up and have enough and then continue making the film. That's my life. That's budget for my film.
See. For Tzang, maybe, because I know Ferryville, as you mentioned in your screenings, the Q&As, is 8 years in the making. From what I understand, that was partly due to budget. Could you tell me your struggles with that?
Yeah, it took the nature of a teen movie, working with lots of characters, fitting them in different cliques, location, props. I mean, it has to cost, and it's a feature film. I'm not putting all of them in one room. So when you work with lots of people, you have to work with people's schedules as well, and you have to block people for a certain period of time because groups of people. So that takes that cost. So it takes me a few years. I mean, I have 8 planned budgets with different numbers, and every single one of them, I started out with this number, it went this number, and then it went this number, and it went big and small. And then I seem to be meeting one producer after investor after producer, and everybody had different ideas of how they want to make it. Some want to blow it really big so that they could pay more people and get paid. And going through all these rounds of funding to the point that I got really, really tired. I was fatigued. In between, we shot things without the funds coming in. It's always this gigantic number and how much we think we already have. But it's this intangible number. It's only on paper. It's not real. So after a certain time, I told my actors, we got to do it. There's a lot of promises and a lot of false hopes, a lot of carrots. But we might never do it, This thing might never happen. You want to do it, you've got to do it with what I have, and it's not much, and maybe nothing. And so we in between, we tried it in 2008, we didn't succeed. We waited, and we tried it again in 2010, we tried it again in 11, and then 11, a bit more money came in. And with that little bit, which is a fraction of what we wanted, what we needed, I said, let's just go ahead and we see what's going to stop us or what's going to kill us. And true enough, on the most important, if you watch the trailer, there is a crane shot with the statue and the different cliques. It's the classic first day of teen movie scene. New boy walks in new school, see all the different cliques. We had all our cliques there. We had our statue there. 8 feet tall podium, 8 feet tall statue on a little bit of a slope. We had a truck to carry the statue up. That cost us a lot of money. And when we were about to shoot, stand by, roll camera, clouds, lightning, thunderstorm, lightning storm. Protect the statue. No, the DP says, no, it's too dangerous. Everybody hide in the bus shelter. We scrambled to pack our things. I went to a corner. My actors just stopped. They looked at me. They know something's happened. Because it cost me so much just to put this thing. And I have no contingency shoot. And that killed the project died many times. So that died. Okay, that's it. There's no other day. I can't get all you guys back again. I might not get the location again. I still have to pay to push the statue back and keep it for a show that never happened. And I stopped it. It stopped, and then we decide. Okay, what do we do now? I can't. We had a few more days. And we continued shooting the things that we didn't. But it's not a completed film already. So and we just stopped. I took a few months break. Different actors flew to different places, and then I called them. I can shoot for these 3 days. This person is free. Are you free? Not free. Okay, we shift again. And eventually we got back and we completed the film. I'm just so happy that it's completed.
Congrats for that.
Thank
I think this nicely leads into maybe my next question, which is then about distribution, especially maybe for independent films. Maybe like for Zhang, I know that your film will be screened at Film Gut.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, is that the only avenue that you got, and like the struggles of distribution, even with your previous films?
Due to the independent nature of this film, everyone is doing a wait and see. When I was talking to distributors early on, it's let's see what happens first. And we had a world premiere in LA. I had an American distributor on board, so that helps them to see something. But only when that happens, then doors start opening. And Film Guard was, even then it's still hard to open doors. And Film Guard was kind enough to say, okay, we'll carry this film and we'll have a run. What, a run? Not just one screen, a run. Wonderful, so let's have a run. But it's still watch and see. And when it comes to DVD distribution, let's watch and see. And we as filmmakers, it's not a conveyor belt now. It's not after this is something else. We continue to champion our own road ahead. And hopefully, I speak for all of us here. All of us here have been doing this for quite a while. It's not that we threw out all our money and we did one film and then we are happy, but we are still doing it. So I kind of hope that next generation of filmmakers will kind of see what we need to go through and do their own thing. And maybe when more of us are like this, the consciousness or the entire consciousness of society might change, and we could build a culture around things that are outside the box, and a culture for alternative content.
Somewhere else.
It does boil down to how this country views art, or how
us.
or the importance of us as artists, and do we see art as something that, do we see art as contribution? Do we see art as something that is necessary, or do we see art as leisure? And if it's just leisure, maybe entertainment, American blockbusters might be more important because it's money. But then art is never just about the money. It's about so much more. It's about humans, about audiences, it's about feelings. And these are the kind of things that we throw onto the table. And if we start to recognize that value, it's no longer about audience ratings. It's about allowing the opportunity for artists, us, musicians, dancers, whatever, to be exposed so that it can reach out to audiences. And when we can see the value in this thing, you no longer see it in terms of dollars and cents. We have national TV. The purpose of TV is to give, and the purpose of why we need to have local programs on TV is to give Singaporeans a national identity. We won't watch Hong Kong dramas or Korean dramas and thinking that we want to be, we'll see ourselves. That's the purpose of national TV. Then what about expression? Music, dance, art, poetry. Is that not important for a country to progress and be bigger than what we are inside? A lot. But sometimes I wonder whether it should be support, it should be demand. We need more demand for different things. And when the consciousness of people out there change, they
Need
not
to change,
support.
yeah, it needs to
support
change.
means it's in trouble. Therefore, we are supporting. We are obligated to support. But if people out there demand, or there's a culture of that encourage people to look out for different things and be exposed to different things, and people are encouraged for that, and the media must do its own job. There must be people within the media that are excited about championing new things.
Yes.
There must be advertisers who like to tap on this demand
Definitely.
and want to reach out to this demand. And with that, filmmakers, artists who have different things to express. And when we start changing, this can really
This
happen.
thing will happen. Only
This
if
can
there's
really
demand,
happen.
right? Yeah.
But body can bring my resources to help you. I look at you, I say, you're very creative, you've had all this success. What you need might be a producer to take your game up to the next level. I'm the organization that has this network. I'm going to connect you with a producer. If it doesn't work out, let me know. I'll connect you with another producer. You know, film funding has to get to that place where it's person to person. I take a risk on you. I invest in you, not on your script. I invest in you because you've proven yourself. And that is where the masterpieces are made. It's not made based on, I love what you've written, but I love what you've done. Where do you want to go from here? Let me help you.
How about Lin?
I think I like an environment where all of us can fearlessly go out and make films and not be afraid and not self-censor and dare to tell stories that might be controversial or that might offend without thinking that you would step on toes, get in trouble, get locked up, lynched on the internet, I think we need an environment like that so that people will take risks. And then we can start talking about evolving a Singaporean voice. Because as it is, we've been talking about it all night. You're trying to fit people into certain boxes when actually that's not healthy. That's not going to make a good film ecosystem. You've got to have space for people to speak up.
Thanks. How about Zheng?
These three guys said so much. With things about a filmmaker, for any filmmaker to have made an X number of independent feature films, X number of risks has already been taken. They've already done their due amount of risk-taking, self-doubt, sacrifices to get to a certain point, and there will be a certain point where for him or her to get bigger, you need more people to share this risk with, so that we can throw in bigger stakes and make bigger, better things, so that we will not just be stuck in this cyclic, this horrible cycle of losing money, regaining ourselves, and then making back the same thing again. So I like what Lin says about not having to be afraid to invite, and also to have more people, funding bodies, be it investors, not just only be looking at their KPI, but also to take an opportunity to create new things and to risk for something bigger. If risk had not been taken in the US, we will not have our blockbusters. The current blockbusters that we have today is built on risks that earlier people have taken on, and we as a society have done enough. We've done a lot to do that, and we are still going to keep doing it. But there will be a time where more people should come in, audience as well.